Hey guys, what is up? It is quarantine, sitting in my car, letting it run time again. By the way, I have to take my car out of the garage to get my trash out. So this is when I do this. Episode 2, sitting in the car, talking, because this is the only quiet time I can find during the day. On my mind, why most editors are introverts. And just thoughts on introverts in general. I got really into Audible this past year, or in last year, 2019. Finally broke down, got an Audible account just because I drive so much. Well, at least I used to, until this whole thing. So I read this book, Quiet, by Susan Cain, and it shed a lot of light on just what it's like, or why introverts are introverts. And yeah, this is really terrible lighting. You know, I got the car light on, so sorry about that. So why introverts are introverts? It's not just because us introverts, and yes, I consider myself an introvert, and I'll explain why. You know, it's not just because people are shy. You know, it's not necessarily that. It really boils down to, at least what I found in the book and what I find in myself, is that being introverted or being extroverted, it is, do people give you energy or do people take energy from you, like when you're around them? So when you're an extrovert, from what I can tell, because I'm not one of them, when you're around people, you get energy. So those are the people who are in the office in the morning, you know, saying hi to everybody, and they like to chit chat and all that stuff. And that's not to say, you know, introverts don't like to chit chat, but just those people who are, you know, who feed off energy, those people who get energy from other people. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And introverts, on the other hand, like myself and like most editors, why we like to be alone and sit in an edit bay is because when we're around people, either subconsciously or consciously, you notice this, people take energy from you. So in my current role, you know, I deal with a lot of people, you know, producing and project managing, with, you know, editing on the side. So when I'm producing and project managing, a lot of conference calls, and stuff like that, and it saps me so much and makes me really miss the edit bay sometimes, or a lot of the time. And just when you're an introvert, having to deal with people all day long, like when you come home at the end of the day, you're more tired than if you were able to just sit in the edit bay all day long, you know, talk to who you need to when you need to, work on a project, sit isolated on a computer, listen to some music. It's just, editors like to be alone, and I get it, because we're introverts, most of us at least. Yeah, sure, there's definitely extroverted editors out there, but, you know, I find that, you know, when I look at my present situation, you know, it is really tough being an introvert in an extrovert type position. That's not to say, you know, I don't like my position. I actually do really enjoy what I'm doing. But, you know, it just doesn't jive with, you know, my biology. And if you're an editor and you're an extrovert, you might find the same thing, that sitting in a room all day long doesn't necessarily fit with your makeup. So you might need to do other things. You might need to get up and walk around and talk to people, and, you know, cool, that's fine. You know, you got to figure out that way to, you know, either get energy from other people if you're an extrovert, or conserve energy, like me, when you're in these extroverted type situations all the time. So it's a work in progress. That book again is Quiet by Susan Cain. I'll link it down below. That shed a lot of insight onto this, as well as other, you know, blog posts and other stuff I've read. But, you know, that one really, really hit home with me. Good book, highly recommend. Anyway, that's it. I think I ran my car far enough. Last time I was at 1.6 miles. Now I'm at 1.8 because I drove around the block a little bit. So, reminder, during quarantine, start your cars up, drive them around a little bit. Is my goal not to let one of our 2 cars die. I guarantee it's still going to happen though. So anyway, hope you're safe out there in quarantine if you're watching now, or if you're watching in the future. It means we made it. Hopefully we'll make it. I trust we'll make it. All right, guys, stay safe. See you later. Bye.